On the previous episode of Charity Shops, Trades and Carboot Sales, I bought a few things, and you probably saw that I sold or traded a few things also. You see, I've set myself a challenge to start over again with merely €20, in the aim to see is it possible to begin again on a budget, just like I did all those years ago. I even set myself some rules. Each episode, if a profit is made, will be carried forward and transferred into the funds for the next episode. But if an item hasn't been sold or traded, then the cash just isn't available to me. Similarly, if the cash or trade bet runs out, then the challenge is over. Want to see what happens next? Then come join me on my journey in the latest episode of Charity Shops, Trades and Carboot Sales. What's up everybody? This is basically footage that I shot 8 weeks after the last episode's footage. My health, as I've alluded to before, hasn't been great, but I'm hoping that this year is going to kind of be a turn around the corner. I still have a couple of things going up, which means that the videos mightn't be going up on my channel as frequently as they should do. Not just these, but all videos because of my health, but I'm hoping to kind of have a positive foot forward in this year. As you can see here, I'm kind of rooting through a few VHS tapes. I was recently gifted a VHS player because I didn't have one because I threw them all away. For no other reason than I just have better quality stuff on Blu-rays and DVDs now. They had an enormous amount of VHS tapes and videos and like Blu-rays and stuff that I hadn't seen because I had been out. And she held a couple of things for me as well. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I've cut out a lot of the footage. As you can see, it's kind of pared down to the absolute minimum here, but that's for no other reason than I went into these places and I've become frequent and I get to know them, and the majority of the places when I did come back to them, the first few minutes of me being in the store was me talking to the shop store owners, how was my health and kind of stuff, and to be honest, nobody wants to hear that. I get bored of it. Just here, like, there's, as you can see, there's a few games. There's an enormous amount of DVDs and stuff. Box sets nearly always make money. People should look out for those. She actually had a couple of sealed copies here. Next, now I went up onto the main street. This shop is actually gone since it's actually closed down. I might address that in one of the next videos, but just, they used to have some great stuff, and I did get some great stuff in there, but they're gone. Their unit is actually up for let. I'm not really sure should I go into the details of it, because there's been a couple of different kind of reasons for kind of touted at me, but they were operating as a charity shop, and I'll go into it in a different video. They had some great stuff in stock though, and some not so great stuff, just some kind of common DVDs that kind of people wouldn't really watch, and kind of, for me anyway, stuff that I couldn't trade in, stuff that I couldn't make money off. Because at the end of the day, I mean, this is literally just to see, one, can I find something that I might start a collection of, or two, just can I make money off this, can I put it towards kind of funding my current collection. CLNS games don't come cheap, and I'm not expecting to kind of fund anything off it, so I'm kind of working on the policy, like the cart is king or anything kind of from, so if I get anything from kind of DVD/CD based systems, I might hold on to it. I might even hold on to stuff if I can find it. Like, I had a 3DO when I was younger. I addressed this before. I never had a PS1. I went the 3DO route and I absolutely love it. I still have it today. I still have a lot of my games. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure which way this is going to take me. It's kind of going to be what I come across. I mean, growing up, I had the NES, the SNES, the 3DO. Then I went to the Xbox. Then I had an Xbox 360. Somewhere along the line I picked up a PS2, PS3. I now have an Xbox One, a PS4, a Wii U. I don't have any handhelds. I had a Game Boy when I was younger. I still have that. It's in the attic somewhere. I'm not sure whose attic. It's either my attic or my dad's. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, now with emulation, like, I have the GXD. You can emulate nearly everything, so I don't really see a reason to have a handheld device. I have a 3DS, but I'm not really giving it any love, to be honest. I find the 3D of the 3DS kind of hard to view. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of rambling over this video, but there isn't really that much going on, to be honest. This is another shop. I've said this in the last video that this shop is crazy. Like, they put out empty boxes, they put out pirate copies of games, they put out like boxed games that are kind of worth nice money and stuff. But if it's anyway small, if it's a PS1 or if it's a 3DS or a DS game, it's like 50 cents, because all CDs are 50 cents. And if it's a game, no matter what it is, it might only be worth like 5 cents. It's like €1 or €2. It really depends on who's the person that's in the shop that's serving you that day. You'll never find box sets here because like they're always gone. People just pick them up. Oop, wrecking stuff here. Oh, I remember why I lifted that. I spotted something. Yeah, see, like these now, there was 3 DS games, and like they were just like, I mean, she charged me €1 each because of who it was. But I mean, other times I've been charged, like I could get 3 of them for €1. I could pick them up for like 50 cents each. It really just depends on who's behind the till. The girls in there are lovely. They're really nice. They do look after you, and they will hold on to stuff for you if you're kind of, there's stuff that you're interested in. But they don't get stuff that often. It's still outside of town, but it's not really that accessible. But yeah, if you ever want to pick up something pirated or something kind of, even some of the newer releases, they're in the cinema. They randomly get those in on like pirate DVD every now and again. They're just, I don't know. People seem to give them the most. Maybe other shops don't accept it or something, but like this game, for example, like another pirate, it's caught me before, but like they've sellotape it shut. I just don't get it. Like, if it's a pirate game, it's a pirate game. Like, this now I'm coming kind of more into town. It's kind of hard to find things when people do have things. They're often kind of priced up, maybe €2 or €3. The odd time, like this shop has a sale at the moment, and then actually that you could get 5 or 6 DVDs for €5. Which is very good, because I mean, again, anything that's shaped like a DVD is the same. This shop the same at the time. They had all the games for like €1 a piece. There was a lot of fodder here that really wouldn't kind of trade anything in or make money out of it. So I kind of picked the titles that I knew someone that I knew had asked me to kind of keep an eye out for, kind of those. All of these games, I think Monkey Ball is the only game that like you get even more than €1 back for if you trade it in. So I picked these up for like €1 each for a friend of mine, and like, even though they had €2 on it, John kind of sorted them out. Now this is the big haul, and this is the reason that I actually showed this footage. I hadn't been in this shop in a long time, but they had, look at the amount of Xbox games that they have. I mean, I bartered with the girl, and she's really good. She looks after me, and I bring stuff and I drop stuff into them. But I got all of these games for €20. Some of them in German, so I actually gifted them away. The other games that were left, there's some good titles you can see as I'm going through them here. So I managed to make quite a bit of profit on them, and held on to 1 or 2 of the titles to gift on to another one, and actually gave some of them away in a Christmas giveaway. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Each episode of Charity Shops Trades and Carboot Sales is shot live on location over the space of a week. This is often over 2 days, and is then lovingly edited to the bare minimum for you, the viewing public. As always, if there was anything in this episode that you're interested in, don't hesitate to contact me in the comments below or through Nest Collectors Trading Post. It's my personal page on Facebook, and generally up to date with everything that's available.